Sometimes I work on my own. I definitely sometimes run up against the limits of my artistic ability, so I like to try and work with other people, particularly artists or sound designers or musicians. I think my strong suits, my background is technical, so it tends to be programming. So if I'm doing art, I'll try and keep it kind of minimal, geometric or sort of vector, clean sort of stuff like that. I also have a bit of a background in music, mostly as a hobby, but if possible I like to try and work some of that into games, having interactive soundtrack or having some music that's generated perhaps. There's a few projects I've worked on which have kind of played around with that stuff, which is nice and makes the games a bit different perhaps from other ones. I think it's really helpful to be able to collaborate with other people as well and bounce your ideas off of them and get feedback as you're going along. And it also helps, I think, with motivation, keeping motivated when you're working on your own. And whether that's working on your own, as a one-man or one-woman team, or working on your own, with a team who might be in other countries or other parts of the same country and you don't see on a regular basis. It is difficult. You can really burn yourself out if you try to work too much every weekend and every evening. You'll get sick of the project, you'll lose motivation. So I try and stay organised and try to keep a regular schedule. I'm not a fan of staying up all night to work on a game. I think getting a regular kind of pattern in where is important because you can then sustain it, right? If you try and work too hard or, you can get worn out easily. But yeah, in terms of working on your own, I think it is hard. And I don't think there's a solution really. I think you really have to try and, as much as possible, to work with other people, or if you're not working with other people directly on the same project, at least working around other people.